All right, this thing's impossible.
I can do it.
No, you can't. No one can. It's bullshit.
Give it here.
In the pursuit of happiness, Chris Gardner helps Jay Twistle solve his Rubik's Cube.
You really messed
He
it up.
even gives us a clue on how to do it.
It looks like it works around a swivel, so the centerpieces never move.
Today, this extraordinary puzzle is as captivating as it was when it was first created.
There was a Hungarian architecture professor back in the 1970s, and he always had his students building little models. And one time, he was fiddling around and came up with the idea for the Rubik's Cube.
The Rubik's Cube was invented in the 70s by Erno Rubik, who was an Hungarian inventor. What happened is it became actually one of the world's best-selling toys. 1 out of 3 households in the Western Hemisphere actually had one in the 80s.
Made up of multiple colors that you twist and turn and try to
In
get
fact,
solid.
between 1980 and 1982, over 100 million cubes were sold.
It was actually responsible for getting the Hungarian economy out of communism in the mid-1980s.
I think it's very tactile, and I think people really do want to put together all the different pieces and all the different sides. All of the complexities that were built into it really attracted people and really made them want to pick it up and see what they could do.
Well, nobody can look at a Rubik's Cube unsolved and not play with it. It's begging to be solved.
Amazingly, the cube has 43 quintillion different possible positions. And if you moved one piece every second, it would take you 1,400 million years to create all those different combinations. Being such a fascinating invention, it should come as no surprise that the cube has been taken up by enthusiasts all over the world.
There's this group of super dedicated Rubik's Cubers called speed cubers, and they're the ones who are learning these super shortcuts, and their fingers are moving. It's almost like a blur.
There's the 3x3 basic Rubik's Cube speed solve, which is solving the Rubik's Cube as fast as you can. And those times have now gotten down to 11 seconds, even lower than 11 seconds. So it's unbelievable.
You don't have to solve the cube in under 30 seconds or under 20 seconds or under 15 seconds in order to be a speed cuber. Really, it just has to do with your intention. You solved the cube in 5 minutes before, and now your intention is to solve it faster than 5 minutes, then you are a speed cuber.
At these competitions, there's a touch-sensitive pad called a speed stack. It has a little tower with a display so everyone can see how well they did. As soon as they lift up their hands, the timer starts. It was actually started for another super geeky activity called cup stacking, where you stack as many cups up and down as fast as you can.
Here is speed cuber Chris Krieger demonstrating the 3x3x3 speed solve. But can you imagine doing this blindfolded?
Well, to solve any cube, you need to know a string of patterns called algorithms. But what the blindfolded solvers do is they study it for about a minute.
In the blindfold solve, the timer actually starts the second the cuber starts studying the cube. So the final result will actually be the time needed to both memorize the moves and then execute them.
My name is Lian Lo. I am the current world record holder for the blindfold solve.
Put the blindfold on, and then they start going through step by step. Now they've created some sort of 30-some number string in their brain, and they're following through. Don't ask me how it's done. I have no idea. Even just knowing how to solve it and then seeing someone do it blindfolded blows my mind.
Like many other cubers, Lian Lo can also solve the cube using only one hand.
People can't stop coming up with new ways to do it. Solving it with chopsticks, solving it while riding a unicycle, solving it while free falling, while skydiving.
It's really taken off. There's cubers everywhere.
Solving it while drunk, solving it while making out. There's no way to stop these crazy records that are springing up around the cube.
Today, the cube remains more popular than ever. It is credited with creating two medical conditions among aficionados: Cuba's thumb and Rubiks' wrist. And it is now the central focus of Cubaholics Anonymous, a volunteer organization to help cube addicts kick their cubing habit.
There's no way to prove your intelligence in a split second. You can't do a math problem that fast. You can't play the violin that fast. But if you can have a Rubik's Cube in your hand, you look like a genius.